Mr. GP Hinduja, please. The audience awaits you. And after Mr. Hinduja speaks, wherever if you wish, better speak from there, sir. And after he speaks, we'll open the session for some question answers, because I'm sure many of you have questions for a man who's achieved so much in so many continents of the world. Mr. GP Hinduja.
Distinguished dignitaries, Mr. Vineet Jain, organizers of Economic Times, and dear friends, I am really honored to be asked to speak, but I have been thinking, after the Prime Minister such a good speech giving India's real picture from 1911 to now, and then having Sadhguru giving the wisdom, what would you like to hear from me? However, the theme given to me is act local, think global. Now, this is one of the cardinal principles of my late father, the founder of the Hinduja Group. In 1919, he had 5 strong principles, based on which the group still works all over the world. One of them is act local, think global, but 5 of them, one is word is a bond. He always believed in one thing, that these contracts, lawyers have no meaning. If you have a good person to deal with, word should be a commitment. Then work to give. He never worked to earn money or run after profit. He always believed that money is to live and to make others happier. That is why in our family, everything belongs to everyone, nothing belongs to anyone. The third one is growth with partnership. We are today in 48 countries, surviving only because of one thing. We have always tried to find a good partner whose culture we can understand and our culture he can understand. Because if you go in a foreign country, you have to adopt the culture, and you also have to make sure that if you can learn to speak the local language, where they feel more comfortable. And there has to be the 5th one, which is advance fearlessly. If you make up a determination, then you don't have to worry. Ups and downs will be there. These uncertainties, what we have in the world, in my opinion, have been there for last 100 years. It's nothing new. However, today's uncertainties are affecting the economy, but the opportunities are only in these uncertainties, where you can even make much bigger fortune. Today, if you look, we don't know what's going to happen with US-China tariff. We do not know what is going to happen to Qatar, what is going to happen to Iran, what is going to happen in Middle East. One thing is for sure, that Indian democracy is strong. India is the best destination to invest. From all my activities, we have tried our best to find good opportunities to come and invest here. I may be a British passport holder, but my heart is Indian and I believe in India. Friends, in today's uncertainties, I can only leave one thought with all of you, that whatever you are doing, don't focus only on one activity. You should have diversified activities and diversified geographies. That is how our group not only has grown but sustained. Otherwise, you will see in each and every group there are ups, downs, bankruptcy. At least we have not understood what is Chapter 11 or what is bankruptcies. So the credit and the tribute goes to our founder, who really believed only in one thing, that keep on doing your work, don't expect the results, be nice to people, make them happy, and whatever you can do for the society, keep on doing. Never end your day without doing something good for someone. I personally, at the age of 17, was pushed to Iran, left my education to help my late elder brother to expand our business. I was really getting mad because I wanted to enjoy my college life, which I could not. I never understood what was Iranian language, and in those days there was no English there. Nobody spoke Hindi, but the compulsion and the need, necessity, makes you understand everything. Believe me, in 4 weeks' time, sitting in the office and hearing what they were talking, I was able to catch up with the language, because I came to a thought that unless I know the language, I won't be able to do anything. But I didn't go to any school or classes or took any lessons for that. Then it was also important to start writing Persian. Now, it was not an easy thing. But when we went into the Bollywood movies, I used to take interest, how should I advertise? How should we do? So I used to give them the wordings and then catch up. For example, Sangam. How is S-A-N-G-A-M? And this in Persian, I used to register it here. And that's how today, not only I can read and write and speak Persian, but most of the languages of the world, I manage it quite sufficiently well to be able to do my business. If I am in France, people go there to enjoy and have fun. But my programs, there are from morning 7 to 11 p.m. with continuous meetings and with continuous work. I believe only in one thing, that we have to keep on doing our karma. Although my children, my brothers, my family, they say this is the right age for retirement. But I never understood what is retirement. Even if I go for a holiday, I take my secretary, I take my staff with me. From early morning to 11, I am on work. After 11, I join my family. Now, that is what has kept me going. And my advice to you people will be, keep on doing your karma, which will help you long way. You have to sometimes see, when I am going for holidays with the family, I can really not have more than 2-3 hours. I get bored. I like to do something new. I like to do something different. Even in my office, you will never find me consistent in one vertical. I always try to find new opportunities and to see what we can get. And to all of you, I can only say one thing. In today's world of uncertainties, believe me, only way is act local, think global. And today in India, the cost is low, get technology from outside, and you can do it. I can give you a simple example. 2 years back, I got, as I mentioned to you early morning, I am in St. James Park. American was walking with me, and he said, Mr. Hinduja, why don't you get into cyber security? Now, we don't have any investment committees or anything. We brothers take decisions on the spot. When I visited Silicon Valley, I found he was spending big money to develop this solution, this product. So I told him, look, I will buy 51% with one condition, that I will take it home to develop it. And I was able to develop it at 1/5 of the cost and in 6 months instead of 2 years. And today we are unique and we are the only one having this technology. We call it anti-hacking. Whether it is for banks, whether it is for hospitals, whether it is for your smartphones and you want to be sure your girlfriends don't get, your wife doesn't get your girlfriend's number, it will be well protected. Now, act local, think global is the best. Stick to it and you will be very happy with me and remember me. But if you want anything to ask from me, I am happy to reply. No questions? Good. Then thank you, gentlemen. All the best. Huh? What? Boss, this is business summit. If in that Malik Tere Bande Hum, everyone will get up and go away.
My question for you, sir.
Yeah.
What is your message for unorganized sector with unemployment?
Put the question again.
What is your I am Umesh Pandey. I'm working director of EIL as an independent director, Government of India, and chartered accountant. Sir, what is your views and what is your message to our unorganized sector workers unemployed in country?
Message to the unorganized sector.
Now, when you say unorganized, what sectors are you bringing in? Because each sector has a different formula.
See, in our country, recently data has come. The government has given employment in unorganized sector heavily, like agri, like your priority landing, like your suburb, smaller cities. So for those who are working there, what kind of message you are giving them to be organized and be positive, and they should do better for the country and for your GDP?
My message is very simple. They should do where they think they are good for, and whatever they do, they should not do with compulsion, they should do with love. Once they do anything with love, they will be successful, and not only they will be successful, they will become someone, themselves employer and employ more people.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. One last question because we're running over time now.
Mr. Hinduja, I have a question for you. You mentioned that India is the best destination to invest in right now. Can you give us a sense of which, if there are any particular sectors or pockets of opportunity specifically that you are seeing here as a group and that you identified to invest further in?
In my view, technology and consumer item. Banking and finance will always going to sustain and will survive. But consumer item is today number one. And if more and more, faster the reforms go, more and more, it becomes easier to operate and work here. What I have said, you heard from the Prime Minister also. He said that this is going to be the third top economy in the world. Okay?
Okay, one last question, sir, from
Sir,
you.
the last question. My name is Nagraj Meda. I'm an entrepreneur in the risk management consulting business. Today in the private equity kind of environment, people say you get the investment, dilute yourself, scale, sell and get out. But our traditional family is you have to run the business and exit is not the main focus. What do you advise an young first generation entrepreneur? Should we...
You see, this is the question which goes with our group, and it's a subject of my heart. We are an investor group. But the difference between the private equity and us is the private equity invests and they want to make money in 3-4 years and get out of it. Whereas we like to invest and take it up along with us with growth, but we keep 51%, that is our investment policy, and we manage, and even if there are stressed projects, are projects where technology is needed and cash dry they are, we help them. But we don't like to act like private equities, nor do we take private equities with us. If sovereign funds come, they want to be partners with us, we will welcome them because they are long-term players and they are not short-term. One of the reasons why you find so many NPAs here, because they join hands with private equity, they get into the trouble with the government, not recovering their money, and you get into trouble. So there is no need of private equity. Take them as a partner and let them invest on long term. Thank you.
Thank you, Hinduja sir. Thank you so much. We value your words of wisdom and all you've given us. Next, we have a panel discussion on a subject that affects